This is the case of patient with ischemic cardiomyopathy implanted with a dual lead ICD. He was hospitalized because he had a syncope and received an electrical shock during exercise. In the memory, we could find multiple episodes of non-sustained VT. You can find once more on the plots the aspect of railroad track, suggesting the oversensing of physiological cardiac signal. The EGM showed the existence of T-wave oversensing, but it was really intermittent with very short access of T-wave oversensing, explaining why no inappropriate therapy was delivered. We could find also in the memory of the patients an episode of VF requiring the delivery of an electrical shock. You can see first a sinus rhythm and then an acceleration of the ventricular rhythm in the fast VT and VF zone. A burst is delivered with an acceleration of the ventricular rhythm, then the shock is delivered with a return to sinus rhythm. If you look at the EGM, you can see that initially there is a sinus tachycardia, then there is oversensing of the T waves, so each of the cycles is sensed either in the fast VT or in the VF zone. Here the counter for VF is reached, so there is an initial detection of ventricular fibrillation. The first therapy is a burst during charging. The problem is that you can see that the first pacing stimulus is delivered in the T wave, so in the vulnerable period, and you see that it will induce a very fast and polymorphic tachycardia, a ventricular fibrillation. So now you see the charge of the capacitors and you see very short cycles, so it's really fast and dangerous ventricular arrhythmia here at the end of the charge, and then the shock is delivered with a return to sinus rhythm. This case illustrates the risk associated with T-wave oversensing. The patient can receive inappropriate therapy, and these inappropriate therapies, a burst or a shock, can be delivered on the T-wave. There is a 50% chance that the burst or the shock is delivered right on the T-wave, so in the ventricular vulnerable period, so with a risk of induction of this kind of arrhythmia, very dangerous and polymorphic arrhythmia.